Round 3. We are versus someone I don't really know, so I'm going to search for their name. I think this card is a keep. We have Ponder. Let's look at it. So he's Alex Araujo. He played Pestilence like yesterday, so it's probably in Pestilence. I think this hand is okay. We have Pulse of Marasa versus Pestilence is good. I'm going to name green now. So let's see what they played. They played on the challenge. Wow. Let's see if they go for the race or something now. So it's important versus this deck that you play really fast. I think I'm going to go for Preordain because I don't really know what I'm looking for except lands. So I think that's fine. It's a bit slow, but fine. Just go here for white. So we have all of our colors. It's a bit of a slow deck. They went for Night's Whisper, probably a bounce land on this card. Pretty usual stuff from them. They discard Talisman. Yeah, that makes sense. We are a slow deck. Well, now we have the cycle, so I think I'm going to go for Ponder now first. Ugh, this looks rough. Maybe Temporal Spring is good. I think I'm going to keep Temporal Spring. Just one lance, no? Let's shuffle for search for blue now. And go for Preordain, 5 more lands. Archaeomancer. We have the lock now with Archaeomancer. But I think we have enough value now. I think I'm going to go for just lands. I want lands to play our spells. I have flicker effects for when they go for removal. They have Unmake, Echoing Decay. That's it as target removal, and did wait. Now that they tapped out, we can go for Temporal Spring on their bounce land. That doesn't really accomplish much. Also, to know, Temporal Spring can answer the Guardian, so that's good. We can go also for Bant Ephemerate. They will remove it, but we had a lot of value. Now I think we go for just Visionary. The reason is we want more lands, more mana next turn. This also means that they want to keep the Guardian back. This Llama Pestilence, which is bad for us. They attack, which makes sense. I think I'm going to go for the Ephemerate now. It's a bit medium, but it is at least 1 mana divination. I'm going to tap now in case we have something we want to do with our mana. We don't. Okay, that was kind of a bad set of cards to draw. We could play another Visionary. The problem is we are going to discard a lot of cards, so maybe I want to go for Temporal Spring on 1 land now. We can also go for the Pestilence too. I think that's worth it. I think I want to do that after we have some way of recurring the hands. So now I'm going to discard Moment's Peace because it does close to nothing. And I'm holding up white mana as if we had something to do with it. We really don't, but... We go for Chainers. We are going to make as if we were thinking, but we weren't. Let's just take 2, and probably another 2. So this is bad because we can't really go for flicker shenanigans now. We can slam a Drifter, but it's going to die. We can also go for Coin Oracle plus Visionary. I think I like that. Just play a bit of value now. Try to find our stuff. These creatures are going to die, but that's fine. What we can do is play Temporal Spring on Guardian. And remove the Pestilence that way. I think that's a good play to do. They are inclined to remove our creatures, so they're probably going to do that. So right now they have enough to kill us in a couple of turns, do they? I don't think they do because they have 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources. So right now they can ping us for 2, go to 10, then 8. Yeah, it's not enough. Let's see, I think I want to hit a Drifter now. I don't want to go for a Stonehorn in case they don't remove it, and we have to Temporal Spring this to remove the Pestilence, so we can't. So let's just resolve a Drifter now. That's fine, they are doing it right now. Let's try to respond with... Okay, we don't find anything. We already played a land. Let's see, I could in theory play the Coin Oracle. It's going to die though. I think I'm just passing here and discarding Stonehorn. Try to counter anything of relevance, probably another Guardian, something like that. We are still not dead on board. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just have to find a Archaeomancer or Temporal Spring. Score Barons. Nothing else probably. They have the ornament, so they can just pass the turn. They are now presenting lethal, so I have to answer it with a Temporal Spring. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if I find... How many draws can I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go for this first. I think that's fine. We just want to find something, otherwise we can go for pulls, but I think we are going to go for pulls. We can go for pulls of Murasa and hold counterspell. I think that's the play now. It's a bit sad. What are we going to pulls though? Maybe just a Drifter? Just pass the turn. I don't know if we want to hold counterspell in this matchup, but the thing is that we don't have anything else to do with our mana, so what we want to find now is a Temporal Spring, remove the Guardian, and with it, remove the Pestilence. I don't think we're dead on board now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are not dead on board. Pestilence is very rough for us, so if they hit it when we are tapped out, it can be rough. Oh, okay. I didn't know why they were doing that, so that makes sense. As you saw this game, they cast like 3 spells, right? So that's rough for us. I think we're going to Evoke. I don't really care about the body now. They can also just kill it, so... Okay. I don't know why they are doing it in response, because they are tapping low. Okay, so the card that gives us the most chances to find it is Preordain now. This is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 is not enough, sadly. No, we should have to bottom this. Moment's Peace gain us 2 life. That's not enough either. Oh, I think we should have gone for Muldrifter. That's fine. Pulse. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we are at 10. So that's enough to survive. To return a normal drifter. Yeah, they have to ping. So go to 9 and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are at 1. Let's see if we can find a route now. If we find Temporal Spring, we will be very, very happy. Bojuka is rough, but doesn't change what our routes really. Problem is we lost a lot of. Oh, yes, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're still alive. Let's see if I can. I think I need to just Temporal Spring, pass the turn with counter spell up. I think that's what we need to do. And we can't really play anything because the Pestilence would stay. And I didn't want to play anything because if we did, we lose too. So here they could play 2 4-mana spells, so if they have Pestilence on their hand, they can resolve it. So let's see. I think I need to counter everything. No, I think I can let the Guardian resolve, just counter the Pestilence. If they go for this card first, we are kind of in a rough shape. I don't care about that. They still have 8 mana. So if they go for Guardian now, they draw a card. Weird. Very, very weird. We might be in a good position now that they didn't play anything. I think I'm going to just resolve a Muldrifter now. We don't need double whites. And I'm going to discard Moment's Peace and Dignitary. And it's very important that we hold the counter magic for their spells. I think they are just drawing a card. Ornament, fine. Let's see. I think we can just Ephemerate now. We're a bit low on cards in library and on time, so we need to play faster. I think I'm going to Dispel now. Dispel doesn't have a lot of value in this matchup, so just having something to do with it is fine. Okay, if they don't go for any 4-drop, we can go for Weather, which would be amazing. They seem to not go for it, to gain a lot of life now. We draw even more cards. We're a bit low on library, but we have Temporal Spring, not Mill Plan. Going to go for this now. And I believe we go for that. For this, return the Ephemerate. Yes, just play a land, pass and discard a cantrip. We have very low cards on library, so we need to be wary of that. We can start hitting their land drops. If we do, they will play Bojukas. Here we can't have both things, so I think we have to let this resolve, as weird as it sounds. We can put it back on top if we want to. They go for the Bojuka, for bouncing the Bojuka I mean. I think I'm going to go for it. We have Flicker backup. They don't really have anything, so I think I'm going to go for Temporal Spring now. And I don't want to flicker because I don't want to draw more cards. It's weird how the game slipped away from them. They were really close to killing us. We found what we needed at the exact moment that we needed. So that was fine for us. I think I'm going to go for this. It's a tempo play, as the name suggests. We can hit for a bunch. Incredibly, we are putting pressure on them. So let's see, I want to play Muldrifter too, but we will discard a lot if we do, so I'm going to find other creatures. Thriving Nails aren't what I need now. Missionary is good though. No, I want to have all of our manas, so I'm going to go for Ephemerate now. I'm going to return myself a good old Dispel. Probably just discard a land, I guess. They're drawing cards now, that's fine. We can trade a flicker for anything else on the thing. Okay, I'm going to go for the flicker now. Here and here, blue. They have instant speed interaction, we can just dispel it. Fine, we are going to return the Temporal Spring because we know that they have a Bojuka in hand. These matchups are long, so it's important that you play your cards efficiently. Again, I think we need to let the creature resolve in case they draw another Pestilence. Yeah, I'm going to counter this. If they have another one, we are in problems. Because we don't even have Flicker now. Maybe going for the Flicker with the Ephemerate on my turn was a bit greedy. They have only one other card. It's weird that they didn't find any discard spells. I don't understand why my opponent is telling me in the in the chat. I think he's laughing because I'm slow thinker or something, you know. Maybe he's trying to draw me off. I don't think that's a good line of play, but something that you can do. Of course, we need to be playing faster because this deck is very slow, and so I think I'm going to hit now. Just want to go for maximum damage. And I'm going to go for another creature. No. No. We are hitting for them for 2 a turn. So this means that in a couple of turns we are winning the game. Now I'm actually going to to counter it. Ephemerate now. Counter spell. Just counter it. We still have the flicker for counter spell plan. I don't know what they are tapping out for. It's a lot of mana. Having Cash Justice with buyback, I don't really like that, so I'm going to counter it. I may explain a bit worse now that I'm a bit low on time. Sorry about that. These games are a bit difficult to navigate. So they don't have anything now. So I think I'm going to go for Archaeomancer, get back Temporal Spring this, pass the turn. So they have one less thing to do. They're going to draw another card. I'm not going to go for Ephemerate because we have lethal on board. Yeah. So I'm going to go for the bathroom real quick, so this will be cut.